Welcome, man. Without further ado, man, we gonna jump straight in, man, and just let y'all know, man, back by popular demand, but we spinning it a little bit different this time, man. Mm-hmm. It is official, man, that Trey and Kev, we gonna be teaming up, man. We gonna be bringing a show near to you, man. Each and every week, we will be dropping shows, different topics, different things. Feel free to chime in. You can DM me. You can DM Trey. We're gonna talk about different dynamic things. But before I get a little bit further, man, our number one goal, man, you already know, man. Trey's goal is always to make sure that he brings you the real. And I promise you, man, I'm gonna make sure that I try to squeeze out the truth to you, man.
Most definitely.
It's on you now, my brother.
Man, listen here. What like you say, the main goal is, because one thing I don't want people to get it confused with. I talk a certain way.
Yeah.
You deal with
without a doubt
a certain way. I bring it to them real, and you give them to them dead raw. Yeah. And I like the way you moving with yours, and that's why I like what we doing.
Yeah, man.
And it's no gatekeeping.
No, we can't.
There's no gatekeeping. And I want to send this message out here to a lot of people. The reason I teamed up with this brother, because the way he carry himself, the family structure he came from, and it is somebody that I had a good vibe for, somebody that I know from my childhood. We weren't friends when we was younger. We wasn't.
No.
We grew up in the same project.
But it wasn't. No,
and I figure, like, if I want to do something, you got to pick the best prospect or the best people to come do something with you.
Yeah.
And I feel like from how I seen you handle your business as far as a businessman, a dad,
yeah,
a football coach, and just a community guy. And I want to bring these people something different, and I want you and I want us, not you, not me. It's us being a part of and sending this message out here, because these kids out here and a lot of people out here think that all of us, just because we came from a project, we still have to have that same mentality. But no, some of us grew up and some of us overcame some of them things in the hood. Fortunately, we came over that stuff.
Yeah.
And what we want to do now is send a message out here, show people how to grow.
Yeah.
Just like he got ideas, I got ideas. And we come together and spread and share the love. And you give it back to the community. That's how you keep your look good, your face clean. And people able to come to you with certain type of things when people want interviews.
Of course.
People want to promote their business, their clothing brand, and a lot of stuff. That's what we want to do with Trey and Kev. And like he said, it's official. And me and my brother's going to be working together. You're going to see us a lot, and we're going to be dealing with a lot of topics. He got his own motherfucking podcast. I got my own podcast, but we have one together now.
Yeah.
It's nothing going to stop. Nothing's going to change. I'm still going to be Trey Day. He's still going to be Kel the Truth.
Got to.
Gotta be there. Can't change up.
And it came too far. To gain too far to change up what we doing, man. Just piggyback on what you saying, man. Man, you are the sum of the 5 people you be around. You are the sum of who you be around. And even though we didn't grow up together, but we met at the perfect time, man. They say life as a way of divine intervention, where we meet right in the middle. You know what I'm saying? We would never thought that we'll be at this point in life of teaming up together, but we want to actually show what team is. We want to show, you know what I'm saying, how to bring something together. Listen, outside of selling dope, robbing, and doing the negative things, I ain't never really seen nobody team up and take it to the top. It's always something that shake it or something separate the two. We gonna show y'all how we could come together, meet in the middle, man. You know what I'm saying? We gonna build a platform. We gonna build a brand. And our number one goal, I think the reason why we two meet together, man, we love the youth. We love the young folks.
Absolutely.
Because I think the reason why we so passionate about, or we so real, or we so truthful, because the things that we truthful about, that's what we truly wanted when we was young and we lacked it. Absolutely. So when we see it, it's hard not to see the BS. It's hard not to address it. Some people may not like the way it's being said, but somebody got to say it.
Somebody got to really say it. And you know, I make videos and people see my videos and they think that, you know, I'm controversial. It's not about being controversial. It's like you said, somebody got to say some of this stuff, man. Because we came up out them neighborhoods. We did half of this stuff these kids doing. And like I said earlier, the problem was we were scared of our parents.
Of course.
And they hold us accountable to what we did.
Yeah.
And not to say that these parents are bad right now. It's just like, okay, when we was growing up, we had OGs in our projects.
Yeah.
Niggas hold us accountable. You couldn't do certain things. And that's why I wanted to link up with somebody with a mindset and not even thinking like me, just caring about our young youth, our community, and like what you've been doing as a football coach, bro.
Yeah. I mean, the reason why I think we're so passionate about it, I can attest to this. When I walked out my house, I was in the dopo. If not, my house was the dopo. And I can attest yours was the same dynamic.
Same thing.
So we knew the outcome. We knew, like, if you go back and, like he said on his last, if you watch Court'em on TikTok, or if you watch my very first episode, I knew the difference when I stepped out that door.
Absolutely.
What it was. And we understand that certain things we can't erase, certain things we can't change.
Can't do it.
But we want to be that channel of a kid or even maybe an adult is in questioning of what they doing, man. You got two young men that's pushing P, which is positivity, man. You know what I'm saying? Not pimping.
Not pimping, positivity.
Yeah, you know, with the P. So that's why we had to just meet in the middle. And we want the great thing about us meeting in the middle, the people that we grew up with, I know it's got to be a shock factor because it's like, how do they meet? But when you both on the same page and you both got the same goals and you both got the same dream to change the culture, to build a platform that to the point dynamically make so much money and that we can give back to the community.
Absolutely.
So it's nothing wrong with making money. There's no wrong with getting this platform to the level that we do get paid. But as much as we get paid, as much as we get the better life, we're going to make sure that we pay it back forward, you know what I'm saying,
Absolutely.
to the community, man.
And just piggybacking off you said right there, bro, and I'm finna speak this into fruition because me and you talked about it already.
Yeah.
We already ready for the year to go and push forward with it.
Yeah.
Me and my brother is actually trying to put together a mentor program for the youth, for little girls and little boys. We have not got it off the ground yet, but this is something that we have working in progress. And I came to holler at my brother. I hollered at a couple of other dudes and they told me, yeah, already. So just be looking forward to some of the things that we got going on. Mm-hmm. It's just not about the podcast. It's really about trying to save these young kids out here. Because one time we was these kids.
Yeah.
We was these kids out here. But I think the only difference was we had a lot more structure back then.
Yeah,
we had Kids Club. We had Mr. What's the basketball coach been in the back of the new projects? Mr. Charles Jackson.
Charles Jackson. Yeah.
We had, Miss Cat in the new projects. The free lunches. We was able to go out to Gwen. Yes. We had a lot of stuff, but I don't see this for these kids no more. There's no mentor
programs. I remember as a kid, like the DARE program.
Exactly.
Do the right thing. Be a hall monitor. Things that motivated the kid to be good.
500 role model. What happened to that?
That's still here. That's
still here.
The 5,000 role model still here.
I think I'm just getting too old.
They do a big thing every year around Martin Luther King where they honor the kids and they give out scholarships.
But they get our drift.
That's still here. But the DARE and the do the right thing and the hall monitor thing, that's gone. That's gone. I remember kids, man, you was a cool kid, you was a hall monitor, but I mean you had good grades. I mean you was a good person, and I mean you maintained actually like security. You made your kids, usher kids to class, and you kind of told on them, but to be a hall monitor.
They calling you a snitch now.
But the hall monitor still, even though they still had more power because they was able to be in the hallways. If they be in the office,
you got to go to the principal office.
You get to hang out with them. I never made it to hall monitor.
No, they would never give me that title.
But I wanted to be, but I knew, you know what I'm saying, we was too wild.
Yeah, they would never give us that title.
So I had dreams, aspirations for it, but I could never make it through. You know what I'm saying?
But you see how we just reminisce and smiling about and laughing about the time that we had. And I don't want, this is a message I want to send to a lot of the young youth, because I think so many people get on saying, well, back in our days, sometimes if they're not doing nothing wrong, if they not out here killing people, if they not out here promoting violence, sometimes you gotta let these kids have their moment too, though.
Of course.
You gotta let these kids have this moment. And I'm speaking up for the good ones right now.
Of course.
Because we like, oh, back in our day, it's not back in our days no more.
No, it's over with.
It's over with, man. We at that age now, I don't want to say it's over with, but we had our turn.
No, we had a point, man, I think I read this before. We old enough where if we around an older person, they say we too young, right? And I read this earlier today. It said we right there in the middle. Well, if you around a young cat, you too old, but if you around an older cat, you too young.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we right there in the middle, which is perfect.
Damn as you
which
do,
is
damn
perfect.
as you
Yeah,
don't.
but you in the perfect spot. You in the perfect spot, because if I go around the OG, I'm too young. But if I go around a younger cat, I'm too old.
But now you are the OG now.
I'm they broke
but no, you got to understand something. When the youth that we talking about right now.
Oh yeah.
Remember we was them young niggas going to the store for the dope boys and we was looking for them to buy us ice cream off the truck.
Course,
you know what I'm saying?
Without a doubt.
So now it doesn't feel like it right now.
Nah.
It definitely doesn't.
You know why I don't feel like that, man? Because we still tapped in. I remember when my mom was like 30 years old, like, you old. We old now. You know what I'm saying? In that sense.
What is old to you?
You know what I'm saying? When I was a kid, my mom said you were 30-something years old. I say you old.
You told your mama she was over like 36?
She said, you keep living, you gonna get old one day.
Now look at you.
So you keep living, you gonna get old one day.
But exactly,
so for me, I'm happy that if they want to call me old or if they want to call me young, it doesn't matter. But I know that we still tapped in. Meaning that I'm not so caught out of time that I don't even know what's going on.
The game just keep living.
Yeah,
that's the real flex, right?
And but the youth gonna keep you. The youth always will keep you forever young. They always gonna keep you up to speed. They always gonna make sure that even little things that we may be missing, you gonna give your kid a phone. They'll be like, well, this is how you do this, Dad. And they make you feel stupid, but they speed you up that fast. An older person, when they don't know, they just don't know, and some don't care. And you know what I'm saying?
Some don't even
like. All right, and that ain't my problem. You know what I'm saying?
You just hit a.
Yeah, man. But like I said, we gonna bring this thing together, man. I know for a fact. Just reiterate. I know he lived for the youth. I live for the youth, man. And what I mean by the youth, anybody technically younger than me, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't think that it's all be down to little kids. Anybody younger than me and that want to accept what we trying to give.
Absolutely.
We're not forcing nothing on you, man.
Absolutely.
We always say, man, if you don't like what we're doing, just turn the TV off, turn the channel off, go somewhere else, man. It's all good, man. But when you stop here on Trey and Kale, man, I promise you, man, like I said earlier, he gonna give you the truth. Oh, he gonna give you the real correction. He gonna give you the real. I'm gonna make sure I give you the truth, man.
Exactly. And to some of the parents, man, share this with some of y'all kids. Please share this with some of y'all kids. Because you just don't know, man. We can't save the whole world.
No.
But if we could touch and we can influence one kid to do the right thing, I think we did our job.
Of course. That's the number one thing I've always set out to be, man. You know, in general, or now with any kid that's watching this video, they know about coach them. Football, basketball, that was the bonus. The number one thing was to make an impact in your life, because you're gonna be grown. And the impact is to make sure that you becoming a great adult, a great man, a great human being.
Exactly.
Crime and things don't change because you said it changes from the youth. And as they become adults, that's how it changed. You know what I'm saying?
And it also, and I'm just gonna elaborate on this. It starts. Don't
worry, keep going.
It starts and ends with the parents.
Of course.
If we, as black young men out here, trying to help our community, and we trying to start a mentor program, and we trying to reach out to the parents, you guys have to help us out too. You can't not be saying it takes a village to raise them. But when we start this, it's only taking us. Parents have to get involved. I'm just putting that out there.
My experience now, I don't want to be difficult. Be prepared for it to be rough.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we live in a time frame where I was so engulfed into coaching and dealing with kids that they look at that as babysitting.
Oh no, we're not doing that.
But that's the main. I understand, but a lot of them gonna look at it as babysitting instead of understanding that we actually pour into the kid an hour or two and trying to make sure that we change their life.
Right.
And as the program grow, just like any other after school program or any community program, amenities come with it. The more an entity can see that the program work, that means people want to pour into it. And if they pour into it, that means we get assistance, the community get assistance.
Exactly.
So don't think that it's a one-sided thing. Mm-hmm. Whatever we get that can give to help towards, even we get somebody that want to come pay somebody lights, whatever it may be, because we don't know what's down that road, but we proclaiming it. That, they may want to come pay for kids Christmas stuff or whatever. We're going to make sure that we pour into it. It's not a one-sided thing. But the more that you guys give, the more that you guys buy into what we trying to give to the community when we're mentoring off this camera, man, it can only go further, man. You know what I'm saying?
And that's so true, man, because I'm gonna tell you what I do just in my community on a daily basis. Break up fights, make sure the kids safe, back to school book bag drive, showing the kids certain different things. And I built a relationship with these kids right there where they could come knock on my door, Kel.
Okay, man.
I got a sign on my door, don't knock on my door. But the kids could knock on my door. Trey, they on the park bullying us. Trey's a kid on the park with a gun. I just dealt with this. Remember I called you about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, listen.
We're going to talk about that probably next episode.
Exactly. We got to talk about this.
Watching the kids' demeanor. You know when your kid is changing, man.
Yeah.
You had him as a baby. You know when they changing. He went from being jolly to now you got a hoodie on his head all the time.
Exactly.
Don't act like you don't know what's going on.
And 100-degree weather.
I'm just saying, don't act like now she's secluded. She off to herself. She in the room all day. But when you had her as a baby, you go look at the baby pictures, they smiling and they happy. So now you got to start figuring out
Please pay attention.
What's going on. What's the dynamic of change?
Get involved with them. Open that door up.
You know what I'm saying?
Open that door up. Stop letting that door stay closed all day. Because she got her tablet and her phone. You don't know what she doing in there.
That's a dangerous thing right there.
Yeah?
Social media is great. YouTube is great. But it also is the opposite side. Remember, they're growing up in a digital era. They're growing up in what's their reality is either in their phone, tablet, or whatever form of technology they get. They ain't really watching no TV.
Nah.
I'll be sick of at my house. I don't even know what I got cable for. It's YouTube, Netflix, Disney Plus.
And TikTok.
That's all they watch.
TikTok.
They don't watch no TV. Not the Fresh Prince. They watch, and it's so crazy. My littlest girl watch all the stuff we watch, like the Fresh Prince, the Parkers. I'm like, why are you watching this stuff? They watch all the stuff because if you guys pay attention, there are no more TV shows like that.
Nah, because the TV shows we had back then, it started off and it ended with a message.
Yeah, they taught you something.
No matter what you
They
got baddies now. See what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They got baddies now.
Yeah, they coming to the yammy. They don't call them
exactly.
Yammy.
What is called now?
Yammy now.
So we yammy?
Like with the women, they say the yammy. You going to the yammy.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? They going to turn it to another level.
Old, dog.
Yeah, man.
But with that being said, man, please, y'all, support, subscribe, like, share, follow. Please. We are official. We're gonna be bringing y'all content, and this is what we straight positive, straight to the point.
Yeah.
And do y'all thing and help.
Yeah, man. So with that being said, man, we out each and every week, man. We will be dropping a show. The next video you see, Well, the actual first episode we're gonna shoot, we're gonna give you exact date we're gonna do it. Meaning like if it's every Wednesday, every Tuesday, whatever the time is gonna be. There'll always be shorts and stuff in between. If you can't find us on YouTube, you can find him on TikTok, Facebook. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Down in the description, all the stuff is there that you want to follow, like, subscribe. And other than that, man, we out, man.
Say to you, keep it real, stay positive.
Let's go.